From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Kent's Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Kruger, and it looks like we're going to be looking at a break from the wet weather here today. There may be a chance for a sprinkle or a stray flurry here in the eastern mountains, maybe out towards Del Norte County, a stray sprinkle, but overall it's a dry day today. Unsettled pattern continues through the weekend. Now, we've been talking about the potential for a warmer and drier pattern next week. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. In fact, it looks like it's going to be unsettled through next week. So your neighborhood forecast at a glance, as I mentioned, mainly dry today. Now again, don't be surprised if in the eastern mountains you see a stray shower here or there, or maybe out towards Del Norte County. But really, for all intents and purposes, it will be a dry day out there today, but still on the cool side too. So you can see a storm system off to our south and east. We've got another one off to our west, but we've just got this trough of low pressure that's in place, all this cooler air pulling down, and that's keeping our temperatures on the cool side. So again, we take a look at futurecast. Let's take you through the rest of the afternoon. So here's 4 o'clock today. All right, see a stray sprinkle there, a stray snow flurry here, but really, when you look at all of Northern California, there's really not much going on. And that'll be the case even for Saturday morning, 8 a.m., you're looking at dry conditions even for the coast. By around midday, we begin to see the approaching storm system. But number one, it's very weak, doesn't have a lot of moisture to work with. And number two, it looks like it's mainly just skirting Northern California with most of the activity off into into Oregon. Snow levels somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 feet. So by late in the day on Saturday, we're seeing showers really for the northwestern portions of the state, western Siskiyou, Del Norte, northern Humboldt, and maybe even northern portions of Trinity County as well. But really dry through the day on Saturday for the valley and everywhere else, out towards Modoc County, Lassen County, Plumas County, all seeing dry conditions through the day on Saturday. Now, this will all push eastward. So by 9 o'clock, you can see it skirts to the north of Redding. So most likely, we're going to be looking at dry conditions. However, if we see a stray sprinkle in Redding, Anderson, Palisado, for example, at City of Shasta Lake, don't be surprised, but I think most of it's going to stay well to our north. But by 9, 10 o'clock Saturday night, we're seeing some snow flurries making their way through Modoc County. But also seeing a chance for a few sprinkles here along the coast, western Siskiyou County. But you'll notice the eastern mountains are dry. 8 a.m. on Sunday, look at this, to the north and west, this typical area. In fact, I want you to really think about and focus on this area right here, because this area right here will not only see the most amount of rainfall throughout the weekend, but most likely through next week. And we'll get into that here just a little bit later. But 8 a.m. on Sunday, there is, of course, the chance for showers. Let's take you into Sunday around noon. See this area? Still that chance for showers, but it's beginning to pick up in intensity here as a weak disturbance kind of pushes on through. So as we go into 5 p.m. Sunday, now we're beginning to see the valley see some of those showers, and sometime around Sunday night as this pushes eastward, Red Bluff, Corning, Chico could also see showers, but this is all going to break apart by the time it does move eastward, so we just won't see much rainfall out of it. So that's what we have in store for us over the weekend, and we take a look at some of the rainfall totals. This is what I was talking about. This area right here is where we're seeing most of the rain. It is picking up on a little bit by the time we do get into Sunday evening for the north end of the valley and even off to the east. But later on, Sunday night into Monday, we may see some light measurable precipitation down to the south as well. And we take a look at the snow, it's not very impressive at all. This is through Sunday night or Sunday evening. I mean, you're talking a trace here and there. This is not a big deal as far as rain is concerned, or snow for that matter. So again, there's the trough of low pressure. It's shifting eastward, and then we've got that system coming in over the weekend with another trough and some cooler air kind of pooling down. Now, what's going to happen is this. As we go through next week, here's next week Monday. You see some showers here and there for some of the higher elevations, but not much going on. We take you into your Tuesday. We get a bit of a break, maybe a few showers here and there, but what's happening is this. We're going to start to see this kind of dive down to the south, high pressure build up to the north. Now at this point, the models all this week had high pressure in place. This storm system was well up to our west and stayed to our west all next week. But now look what happens. it's beginning to shift eastward and is going to move at least into parts of Northern California. And remember that area I was talking about, Western Siskiyou, Trinity, Del Norte, and Humboldt County? Those are the areas that will see most of that rain as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. Now notice what's happening. You've got this trough of low pressure right here, ridge of high pressure building in here. This ridge, as it builds and gets stronger, what it does is it prevents this from moving any more to the east. So let's take you into Thursday. You see what's happening? You see how it's kind of got that tilt here, and then that tilt kind of backs off. Why? Because we've got this ridge of high pressure building in, pushing that back. So still a chance for showers for the northwestern portions of the state, but everyone else staying dry. Then it looks like on Friday, this may begin to nudge the ridge of high pressure to the east, and by the end of next week, into that next weekend, maybe a chance for rain across the board. So let's take a look at the forecast rain totals through the weekend. See this area right here? Again, Trinity County, central western Siskiyou, Del Norte, and Humboldt counties. These are the areas that will see the most amount of rainfall, not only this weekend, but let's take you through next week. All right, we're gonna take you all the way through Friday. There it is. See that bullseye right here? This is where we're seeing most of the rainfall. Anything to the east of that is going to be insignificant. I mean, we're talking, what, 1.5 to over 3 inches of rain for the coast, but only a few hundredths to maybe upwards of a few tenths to the north end of the valley, and much less than that off to the east. So again, where the ridge of high pressure builds in, where the area of, and how strong that area of low pressure is, will depend on how far east or west this bullseye is. But that's what it's looking like for now. And by the way, it's going to be a cold night tonight, especially along the coast. We do have a frost advisory from 10 o'clock tonight through 8 a.m. Saturday morning, and a freeze warning where temperatures could even drop below freezing. So just protect those plants and bring in your pets. Make sure they've got somewhere warm to sleep tonight. So for today, temperatures are right around 60, upper 50s for the valley, 40s for most of the higher elevations, and we're talking about temperatures in the low to mid 50s for your daytime highs along the coast. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day outlook for the valley. Really, for the most part, it's dry. It's going to be dry through next Tuesday, and I've got that chance for showers coming in possibly by sometime around Wednesday of next week. Otherwise, it's dry, but not warming up a whole lot going through next week. But different story. Here we are at the northwest parts of the state, the coast, inland, and Weaverville. Off and on chances for rain all through next week, and of course this weekend too. Now we take a look at Siskiyou County, you're part of that, but now Modoc County, looks like your chances are going to be slimmer. It's mainly going to be Monday, and then maybe again on Wednesday, but it looks like that'll stay to the west on Wednesday. Same thing for Susanville in the eastern mountains. You're dry pretty much through Sunday, maybe a chance for showers on Monday, and then mostly dry for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's your afternoon update. I'll be back again this evening at 6 o'clock for your latest forecast. Have a great afternoon.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.